Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwadner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure and honor to speak with Oleg Roginsky. He's the CEO of People.ai. Welcome, Oleg.
Thank you, Gerhard. Nice spending time with you and the audience.
You have a company that helps salespeople engage with enterprises in a way that's unique because you empower them with information to talk to the right people and have the right conversation. So share a little bit of that magic with us.
To be successful in sales, especially in large enterprise sales, you got to make sure you manage your time and spend it with the right people in the right accounts. That's the baseline wisdom behind People.ai. Instead of trying to help you with forecasting, for example, to see if your pipeline is going to close, or conversational intelligence to see if you said the right thing on call number 17 with person number 16 in this multi-million-dollar deal, we just make sure you have the right ingredients going into every account and every opportunity you have in terms of activities, people, processes, methodology, account plans, work chart understanding, etc. And that's what People.ai is about.
I just had a conversation this morning with a vice president of revenue enablement with a company that has about 500 salespeople. And he says, my biggest challenge is to deliver to salespeople the right information in the right time frame because they're all overwhelmed with all the changes that are going on inside the company. So how can you help people like that?
We actually preserve the context since we capture every email, calendar meeting, Zoom call, etc. that happened with everybody who touched the account, both on your end, as well as everybody on the buying group on their end. We are actually able to preserve all those communications and context as they move from one rep to another, as you acquire a company and bring in a new overlay team into the mix. Bottom line, account context, understanding of what's happening, when, how, who have we engaged with in the past, who can introduce me to this person on this account. All of that is extremely valuable. And the new thing that I'm going to give you a hint that's about to come out is ability to actually use AI to evaluate whether an executive can actually spend money on their historical signal. Would be very, very impactful to see, hey, this person is telling you they can do $1 million deal with you next week, but they've never spent more than 100K ever, and even that took them a year.
How do you integrate all those bits of information that come from different channels? You could have a conversation with a customer on Zoom, on the phone, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, or other channels, or on Slack. So how do you get a unified view of the customer that is up to date?
Getting the data is not hard. What's really, really hard is matching the data against the right account or the right opportunity, because you could have 25 IBM accounts. Which one is this IBM call about? And then within those 25 IBM accounts, you could have 30 open opportunities. It's a mess. And attaching activities to the right accounts, opportunities, and contacts, especially when contacts don't exist because nobody entered them, is the really hard thing to do to stitch together the understanding of what this conversation is about, and thus how is this deal tracking. So that attaching piece, the matching piece, which we call, is the key to unlocking the insight that's sitting in this data.
So tell me about your own sales force. How many salespeople do you have?
We have about 30.
And how do they use your tool to accelerate sales?
The usage stats of how people use their own product is the number one predictor of whether someone is going to be successful or not here. I was shocked when I started seeing the correlation, but it is there. When a new salesperson joins People.ai, they receive their territory of assigned accounts. Every one of them will have an account plan or multiple account plans built out by previous owners of this account. All of the activity that ever happened with this account will be captured. A transcript will be linked from tools like Zoom automatically. More importantly, every deal that happened with this account before will be qualified, all captured in Salesforce. The org chart will be up to date. And then People.ai will also suggest, here are the right people we already talking to in these accounts. And here is who spoke with them at People.ai last time. Here's what the last conversation was about. Here are the missing people that we are not engaging right now for every account. And with that, that's the day one package of every salesperson at People.ai.
You have seen the evolution of AI. How do you see that play out over the next 5 years?
What we'll see is focus on understanding across all of your go-to-market org of what works, what doesn't. So analytics, and then ability to pinpoint areas of low-hanging fruit improvement, which is basically clustering what makes these 10 people generate way more pipeline than the others. And then recommendation to the managers on how to drive the rest of the team to be more like those 10 people who are successful. I don't think humans are currently in a place where they will be listening to machine coaching fully end to end.
How can people learn more about People.ai? Why should they go on your website to get so smart?
A lot more about us can be found on People.ai, on our LinkedIn. If any direct questions, I'm also available on LinkedIn for people to connect with.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Oleg.